Hi everyone, so welcome again to my channel, and this is the second video tutorial on how to create a basic PLC program using the Mitsubishi GXWorks 2. So now we will be tackling the equivalent PLC program for the basic logic gates function. I'll just flash the material that I'm going to use as basis. So we will be tackling the AND, OR, and the NOT functions. So first, let's start with AND. So if you can see on this logic gate, we have two input and then one output. So in order for our output to have a signal of 1, we need all of our input to have a 1 signal also. So if your input A is 1 but your input B is 0, the output is 0. So to satisfy the output to have a 1 output, we need all the input to be 1. So let's try that on our PLC. So first we're going to create new project. So again, I'm not going to change anything from this settings. Just press OK. So do you want to save the project? So yes. I just label it as basic logic gate function. Save. So again, going back to the material. So we have two input and then one output. So let's create the equivalent 2 input and 1 output. So first, we need to add open contact. So you can just click here or you can click on the edit and then ladder symbol. So it is also available here. The open contact, the close contact, open branch. But it's easier for me to access it in this part. So let's address it as X0. And then we add another input. So let's address this as X1. And then we add the output. So I click on the coil and then address it as Y0. So be careful when addressing the Y0. So sometimes this is my habit. Instead of pressing 0, I'm pressing O or capital O. Okay. That's why sometimes there's error in my program. Anyway, let's try the O. So your input will not be accepted or the address will not be accepted. So we need to correct this one first. So Y0. So if you notice, the program that I created is highlighted in gray. So right now, it is not yet converted as actual PLC program. Let's try to simulate this one. So stop simulation. You can see the message. There is unconverted ladder code in the program. Any changes made since the last build will be lost. So are you sure to continue or you want to continue? So if you press yes, this will be deleted. Okay, so again, because this is not yet converted and we can say that this is not yet recognized by our software as a ladder code program. So let's try pressing the yes button. So when we start the simulation, the program that I have created before is deleted. Okay. So there's nothing to simulate because there's no input and output. So let's stop the simulation. And then let's try to write again the program. So please notice on this part, I will try to add new contact, then X0. and then there's a message, find completed, find another program. So what's the problem in this one? Let's try again to add. Maybe I just have input or type the wrong address. So yes, so my first attempt was not accepted, so I'll try again. I'll try different address, x3. So again, my input is not accepted. Let's try to add coil. So y3. So again, it is not accepted. So what is the reason for that? Because after we simulated, when we start the simulation and stop the simulation, we are in the read mode. So in the read mode, you cannot edit or write a PLC program. So in order to create a new program or update our program, we need to switch to write mode. So how can we access this one again? So sometimes this is visible in this area, but if it's not visible, just click on this one and then you can see the read mode and the write mode. So if you notice, the read mode is highlighted. So again, we are in the read mode. So we need to switch to the write mode. So the shortcut key for this one is F2. But you can also see this here in ladder edit mode, the read mode and the write mode. So now we are in the write mode. So I can now create the program that was deleted before. So let's address it as x0 and then x1. So we can say that this is the switch 1 and then the switch 2. And then let's say that this is for our light bulb. So let's label this as y0. Okay. So again, you can see that the program I created is highlighted in gray. So in order for this to be converted as ladder code and be recognized by our software, we need to compile and then click on build. Now we can start the simulation. Okay, based on our figure here, so on the logic gate AND, so you need both the inputs to be to have a signal of 1, or in our switch it need to be switch on, both our switch or both our input, or our output to have a signal of 1, or for our light bulb to be energized. So again, I did not put in this part I did not put device comment. So let's just remember that this x0 is switch 1 and this x1 is switch 2 and this y0 is a light bulb. So let's try turning on or switching on the first switch. So how do we do that again? So we just need to press shift plus enter. Okay. So if you notice, x0 is highlighted in blue, so it means that this is toggled on, but still our y0 or our light bulb is not yet energized. So I'm going to switch this off and then I'll try to switch on the next switch or toggle on the next switch. So still nothing happened even if our switch 2 is toggled, because again, the condition for the AND gate is both the input must be or must have a signal of 1, or in our case, or in this case, both the input must be switch on. So now we switch that switch 1 and then switch 2, and then we notice that the light bulb is turned on. So that's all for the AND function. Then let's try for the OR function. So again, we will be using two input, but based on this, any input that have a signal of 1 will result to the output to have a signal of 1. So if both the input has a signal of 1, still the output will be 1. So let's try that on our GXWorks 2. So again, we are under the simulation. So we're going to stop this one. And then again, you cannot edit the ladder because we are on the read mode. So we're going to click on the write mode first. Again, the shortcut for this one is F2. So I will be adding the OR gate function. Okay. So based on the figure, again, we still need two input. So I'll be using different address. So I'm going to use X2. And for the output, I'm going to use Y1. Okay. So again, based on this one, or we're going to be basing also on the electrical equivalent circuit for the OR gate. So if you notice that the switch is arranged in parallel. So for this OR gate function, the equivalent input will also be arranged in parallel. So how do we add a parallel input? So the fastest way is we use the open branch, or the shortcut key is Shift F5. Okay. So you notice that it has different symbol, and then we use the X3 address. So it automatically arrange in parallel or branch into the X2 input. So now we have two input and then one output for our OR gate function. So before we press the simulation or start the simulation, again, we need to compile. And then we start the simulation. So based on our truth table, if any of the input has a signal of 1, or for our switch to be for our switch A and switch B, any switch will be switched on, our output will be 1, or our light bulb will be turned on. Okay. Let's try switching the X02. So I'll be pressing Shift Enter. So when this is switched on, the Y01 is energized, or the Y001 is energized. Let's try switching this off. And then we will switch on the X3. So again, the output is energized. So if we try to switch both X2 and X3, so still the same, the output is energized. Okay. Now we're going to add the last function, or create the last function, which is the NOT function. Okay, so for the NOT function, the input, we only have one input and one output. So once it passes to the NOT function, the input will be inverted. So if the input signal is 0, the output will be 1, and if the input is 1, the output will be 0. So how do we create the equivalent program for that? So I'm going to stop the simulation first, and then click on write mode, and let's first add the output. So even if our cursor is placed on the first part or on the right part of the rung, when we add our output or coil, let's use Y2, it will automatically be placed on the left part of our program. I'm going to hide this one. And now we're going to add the input. So what we're going to use is this close contact or normally close contact. And then let's address this as X4. So again, please remember that you still need to compile this one for it to be converted as PLC program or ladder program, and then we will simulate. So if you notice, we're not yet doing anything, but the output is already energized. Okay, so let's say that we still have zero signal in this input, but the output is already 1. Okay. Now, let's try to press this. Let's say this is a push button. Let's try to press this push button. So, shift enter. And then when I give a signal of 1, or when I press this button, the output is de-energized, or let's say the lamp is turned off. So this is the equivalent program for the NOT function. So let's have a recap. So the first part is for the AND function, in which both the input must have a signal of 1, or the switch must be turned on or switch on for both the input for our output to be energized. Enter. Shift enter. So both the input is both the switch is toggled on, so the output is energized. So for the OR gate function, any of the input, when you switch on, our output will be energized. And lastly, the initial condition of this NOT function is you're not yet doing anything, but your output is already energized, and when you press the button or you toggle the switch, your output will be de-energized. So this concludes our second video tutorial for the GXWorks software. So please stay tuned. We will have another video tutorial, probably more complex than this simple basic ladder program or ladder logic program. So thank you for watching this video.